Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. I am Will Scott, and today we are presented by Aura, a all-in-one digital safety tool. You can go to aura.com/chatsports to begin your 14-day free trial. With that, we get into today's show. We're going to be talking about some Saints news on the show, and Nick Underhill reported this morning that the Saints are bringing in a running back for a workout. Here's what he said. The Saints intend to work out running back Darius Victor per source. He was with the Saints before and was the USFL offensive MVP this season with the New Jersey Generals. Here is what he did for the Generals last season in the USFL. 577 yards, 9 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown in his way to winning a USFL Offensive MVP award, led the Generals to a 9-1 season. Now, this is why you turn on your notifications, because if the Saints do sign Victor or sign anybody at all, we're going to make a video about it. So subscribe to the channel, go down, turn on your notifications by hitting that notification bell. Join the Noti Gang here at Saints Now. So as Underhill mentioned, Victor has been with the Saints before. He signed with the Saints as an undrafted free agent in 2017, but he did not make the team. Also spent time with the Cardinals practice squad before some stints with the XFL, CSFL, and USFL. Now, yes, he has spent time on 2 different NFL teams, but 0 career NFL games played. So here is Victor, who was drafted over 5 years ago, that's still trying to break through in the NFL for the first time. And the Saints bring him in. He'll have an opportunity, if he plays well or works out well, to potentially sign with the Saints. The 2022 USFL Offensive Player of the Year. And over the course of the last couple days, we've started to see more USFL players get signed. That list is now up to 5. Jeremiah Farms, today, signed with the New England Patriots. Yesterday, Doug Costin signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Channing Stribling, Deshaun Neal signed with the Commanders, and Christian Sam was the first USFL player to sign with an NFL team. He signed with the Cowboys. So it was kind of a slow start for USFL players getting signed. They were eligible to sign the second the USFL championship game was over, but really we didn't see any signings in the first couple days. Now, over the course of the last couple days, we're starting to see more USFL players get signed or brought in for a workout. This, of course, coming right before the start of NFL training camp. Now, do you want to sign Darius Victor from the USFL? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Down in the comments section, it's the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down. Let me know what you think. Do you want to bring in Darius Victor? Here is the Saints running back depth chart. So when you look at it right now, they need a little bit more depth because Alvin Kamara, he is facing a potential 6-game suspension. His court date set for early August. After that, we're probably going to get a suspension decision. So if he gets suspended for 6 games, I don't really feel comfortable with Mark Ingram being RB1 the first bulk of the season. Then you have Tony Jones Jr., who I think this is a big year for him. Abram Smith, an undrafted free agent, as well on this roster. So you definitely need a little bit more depth at this position. So with that being said, I would not mind bringing in Victor. He's someone that looked phenomenal in the USFL, probably the best USFL running back. That's why they're bringing him in for a workout. So I would not mind this because it would add depth to the running back position. Admittedly, this is not who I had in mind. This is not what I thought the Saints were going to do. Now, we did see them bring in David Johnson for a workout a couple weeks back. He did not get signed. So just because they're bringing in Victor for a workout, that does not mean they're going to sign him. But we've talked about several trade options. We've talked about several free agency options. We've talked about countless number of options at the running back position, guys the Saints can either sign or trade for. It is a little bit surprising that they're bringing in Victor right now, but obviously they haven't signed him yet. We'll see what the Saints do. Before we get into more about Victor, let me tell you about our friends at Aura, because they're doing more now. You're doing more online now than ever before, so Aura is keeping you safe. They're keeping your family safe from online hackers that are out there trying to steal your credit card information. So it's very, very important with all the online purchases you're making to stay safe online. Aura helps you do that. They don't just protect you, they protect your entire family as well by offering family plans that can protect up to 5 people. You can start your 14-day free trial at aura.com/chatsports. That link is in the comments and the description. Again, that link, aura.com/chatsports. So in addition to Victor, here are some running back free agent options. Justin Jackson, Latavius Murray, obviously Murray, a familiar name. Devontae Booker, Devontae Freeman, David Johnson still out there. Now, considering they just brought Johnson in for a workout, didn't sign him a few weeks ago, I don't really think he's a realistic option, but those are 5 notable names that are still out there and available. Here are some names that have been in trade rumors. 2 Browns running backs, Kareem Hunt, D'Ernest Johnson, some guys we've talked about here on the show. I think Johnson is more of a realistic target. I don't see them trading Hunt. However, Hunt is on an expiring contract. Maybe you give up a 3rd-round pick for him. And then Myles Gaskin is someone that's gone from RB1 to RB4 in the Dolphins' depth chart. He could be available in a trade because he's not really needed on Miami anymore. Josh Jacobs, they did not pick up his 5th-year option in Vegas. He might be on the move, as well as Darrell Henderson of the Rams. 5 really solid options. Hunt would be the most costly, but maybe the best option for the Saints. Now, name a running back that you want the Saints to get. It can be Darius Victor. It can be a running back free agent we've talked about or a trade target. Go down in the comments section. Sound off. Now let's talk about our next story. So Jameis Winston brought the boys to Miami, and the squad was working out over there in the 305. Here's what FanSided reported about that trip. Jameis Winston was joined by a small crowd of his New Orleans Saints teammates for off-season practice sessions in Miami, including rookie first-round pick Chris Olave and veteran players like Marquez Callaway, Traquan Smith, Juwan Johnson, and several tight ends and running backs. Basically everyone he would need to simulate passing drills ahead of training camp, with the exceptions of Jarvis Landry, who is in New Orleans hosting his youth football camp, Alvin Kamara, who is visiting his family back in Atlanta per his Instagram, and Michael Thomas, who is continuing to recover from ankle surgery. Someone else who is there, Teddy Bridgewater, a very familiar name. Obviously, he was a fan favorite when he was with the Saints as the backup quarterback to Drew Brees. So he was kind of there helping Jameis run drills with Saints wide receivers and running backs. And Teddy didn't have to travel far because he's playing for the Miami Dolphins now, so he's already in the area. Jameis gives him a call, and Teddy Bridgewater reunited with some of his past Saints teammates, so that was cool to see. Here was the tweet. It was a video that went viral. Jameis, after their final practice day in Miami, kind of hyping up his guys. It's had, I think it's up to 400,000 views right now. So Jameis Winston getting the guys fired up and ready for training camp. Here was that message to his teammates. Invest in yourself and believe in that togetherness. Even your friends from outside the league, your brothers from outside the league, that's doing stuff that you've known for years and years, coming out here to be with y'all because they are part of this togetherness. We have our own brotherhood. This is how tight-knit it has to be for us to win games. This is awesome to see because Jameis is taking the lead. Yes, he's only been with his football team the last 2 seasons. He's only been the starting quarterback for 7 games. However, he is the leader on this team. The players around him know that. He knows that. He's getting everyone to buy in and believe. And I think everyone is bought into Jameis, the players, the coaching staff, I think a lot of the fans as well, and they're believing that he can be the guy for New Orleans going forward. It's really great to see. And that video, I was fired up watching that video, man. I was ready to put on some shoulder pads and go to training camp. Imagine what those players were feeling, seeing their leader in the locker room, Jameis Winston, who, he didn't have to do that, bring the guys out to Miami for some workouts, but he did. He cares. He's getting healthy. He's getting this team ready for the big 2022 season ahead. Now, if you believe in Jameis Winston, go down, type "Eat That W" down in the comments section. I want to see that spammed. And if you're still watching this video this far in, you're a real one. We appreciate you. Go down, type "Eat That W" down in the comments section. Here are some upcoming dates to look at for the Saints. So today, rookies report to camp. A week from today, veterans report. And then August 13th, they have their preseason opener at Houston, their second preseason game against Green Bay. They finish their preseason games against the Chargers. Last training camp practice is that next day on the 28th, so I think that'll just be kind of a final look for this coaching staff to figure out who's going to make this roster, because 3 days later on the 31st is the 53-man roster deadline. And then on September 11th, Sunday, September 11th, they will play at Atlanta for the 2022 season opener. Some exciting dates ahead. Be sure to subscribe to Saints Today so you don't miss anything. We're going to be breaking down training camp news, free agency rumors. A lot of things could happen here in the next few weeks, counting down to kickoff.